Once you have figured out what you're going to be focusing on for the next week, that leads us into what training track you're going to be part of and what your calories are going to look like, and ultimately the keys to success. All right. So obviously we have, as we've probably told you before, we have 4 different training tracks. We used to only have 2. We've increased that to 4. 1, we want to give you more options, and 2, we want to make sure that you know we're working as hard as we can to give you perfect training so that you can hit your goals. So if you are in the category of getting stronger, then in the My PT Hub app, the app that we've provided with you for the challenge, you're going to be doing the bulking track. So 4 different workouts are going to pop up every single day, and they're going to be labeled bulking week 1 through something, right? Or recomp weeks 1 through something, fat loss week whatever, right? So the 4 tracks are the bulking track, recomp track, the fat loss track, and then the 4th one is a dumbbells only track. This dumbbells only track will allow you to work out at home if you have a decent sized set of dumbbells, usually somewhere between 5 to like 30 pounds, hopefully, and that will actually get you around to suffice. The dumbbells only track actually tends to follow the fat loss track, but if you really have no other option, then you also can do it during the recomp. It will be very difficult for you to do a dumbbells only track at home if you're trying to be in the strength gaining program or phase of training, just naturally due to the lack of amount of weight that you have to train with. So if you're focusing on getting strong, you're going to be on the bulking track, okay? At the beginning, when you signed up for the program, there was a macro calculator form for you to fill out. And this was to tell us what your basics were, your height, weight, age, gender, etc. Excuse me. So when you filled that out, you also told us what your activity level looked like during the day and what your current goals were at the time. If they have changed since then, I need you to send me an email or a personal message through Instagram and let me know what specific phase of training you're going to be in based on your goals. You're trying to get stronger, you want to recompose your body, you want to fat loss, or you want to maintain, okay? That will change the track that you're in. It's going to change your macros that we calculate for you, because I'm going to calculate the macros for you to make sure that you don't make any mistakes and so that you have the right macros based on your current goal set. So everybody's going to fill out the macro sheet no matter what. Now, if you're in the bulking track and I find out you're trying to get stronger, your macros are going to demonstrate a 15 to 25% surplus, meaning that you're going to be needing to take in 15 to 25% more calories than maintenance level calories. This is going to require a lot of protein. It's going to require you to probably actually eat more than you're comfortable in some instances, but it's going to be really important that you not only get your calories up to that level, but even more important, you get your macro ratios within an appropriate level, which is going to be difficult. Here we have the ratios that we set for each program. They really don't vary that much. We really like a 30-40-30 approach, meaning 30% of your calories come from protein, 40% come from carbs, and 30% come from fat. This is adjustable, and sometimes we make small adjustments based on the current, like if you're breastfeeding or if you're pregnant, things of that nature that can make it a little bit easier for you. But naturally we like to stick to that 30-40-30. We'll go more into depth about that in the macros videos, okay? So you'll be in a 15 to 25% surplus. And remember, you're gonna be in a progressive overload, which means every single week you need to be trying to increase the weight in your exercises and tracking them so that you can see how much you've been able to progress your weights overall. And so that's pretty much it for the Get Strong phase. For the recomp phase, if you want to burn fat and gain muscle at the same time, you're going to be doing the recomp track training every single day. You'll also fill out the macro sheet for the recomp phase. This is going to put you in a 5 to 10% calorie deficit. So a slight deficit, you'll be pretty close to maintenance, but a little bit of a deficit to assist you with a fat loss phase. Again, the ratios are 30, 40, 30. You are also going to be in a form of a progressive overload, but instead of increasing the weight on all of your exercises, because your exercises will be changing a little bit more often, you need to make sure that you try and focus on the reps. So your exercises will be the same for 2 weeks in a row, and then they will change. And then they'll be the same for 2 more weeks, and then they will change, right? So your goal is on the second week of repeating those workouts, I want you to first try and see if you can hang out in the higher rep range area, because we usually give you a range. So I'll say, do this exercise for 10 to 12 reps. What I want you to do is do as many as you can the first time go around. Then the second time go around, you need to try and up the ante and do 1 to 2 more reps than you were able to do last time you did that workout. All right. Now, if you have chosen the cut or the fat loss phase, you are going to be either part of the fat loss track, or you can be part of the dumbbells only track. So if you're working out at home, you can be part of the dumbbells only track. And if you have done the recomp, you're trying to be in a recomp, but you are working out at home, you can also do the dumbbells only track. If you are in the trying to get strong phase, it's not going to work very well for you to work out at home with the limited amount of weights that you have. So you'll choose either the fat loss track, which is one designed for the gym, which we recommend if you're able to. And then if you're not able to, do the dumbbells only track. Fill out the macro sheet. Now for a fat loss phase, you're going to be in a 20 to 25% calorie deficit. So you will be taking in 20 to 25% less calories than what maintenance calories will offer you. You're going to be in a little bit of a split ratio. With this one, we like to increase your protein to about 33 to 35% to make sure that we keep it up to appropriate levels so that you're getting in enough protein for your training and you're able to maintain your current muscle mass. This phase, you're going to be focusing on metabolic conditioning and muscle endurance exercises. And so what you need to be doing is throughout the program, every workout is different. And so as you continue to get stronger and in better condition, you just need to find new ways to push yourself and give a little more effort than you did the last time. Then if you have chosen to be in the maintenance phase and you're just trying to maintain what you currently have because of the current state of your situation, then the training track is actually up to you. You can enter any training track that you want. And I think this is really fun because this gives you the ability to kind of carve out and maybe work a little bit on whatever you kind of want to at the moment, because you're just maintaining for the most part, but it doesn't mean that you can't get a little bit of extra of one of those phases, right? So you'll choose that training track that allows for that personal preference. But you need to still say in the macro sheet and let me know that you're in the maintenance phase so that we make sure that we calculate your macros for maintenance calories at a 30-40-30 ratio. And like we said, it's going to be a little bit variable for you. But no matter what track you choose, no matter what phase of training you're going to be in, the key to succeeding and seeing a transformation in these next 3 weeks is to be consistent. If you are consistent, I promise you will see progress. If you are consistent, you will see results. Is it going to be difficult? 100%. Anything that provides results is difficult, and that's what makes it worth it. That's what makes it fun. And the more consistent you get, the easier it gets, and the more fun it becomes, and the more you start to enjoy the journey. That we do promise you.